sumo squats, wide stance squats, horse stance squats, call it whatever you want. This is a movement, an exercise that I have not liked for forever. And something that I never thought I would say is I'm starting to enjoy doing these wide stance squats. There's a ton of benefit to them. You get a ton of stretch in your hip flexors, in your hips. It's probably doing a lot for mobility. You get a lot of glute drive out of the bottom. You're working those gluteal muscles. It's interesting. You have to actually work to get into the bottom position. I have gotten so used to doing regular squats, regular ATG squats. I kind of just sink into them. I don't have to work for it. But with these wide stance squats, I go down to a certain point, I could sink into a certain point, and then I could actually pull myself deeper into it. I could kind of work my flexibility a bit more in a way that I'm not really doing anymore with the regular squats. And I'm finding it really interesting. I am building some new mind muscle connections that I had never really considered before. In the wide stance, your knees kind of want to cave in. So you really have to work to keep your knees out. You have to line your feet up properly. The alignment for the feet is completely different from a traditional squat. It's just a wider angle, but I'm still not really sure what angle to use. The first time I really brought in the wide stance squats a few weeks ago, I seem to have overdid it. I did 5 sets of 50, which was probably way too much for the first time doing this exercise. I was super sore for 3 or 4 days. Today, I ramped up my reps a little bit from yesterday. Yesterday, I did 15 sets of regular squats, sets of 10. Today, I did 16 sets of 10 wide stance squats, and I'm getting a good stretch in. I actually am focused on the squats. It's cool. I never thought I would say that, but wide stance squats are pretty cool. It works essentially your whole leg, and it's a lot of new ideas that seem to be conflicting with the ideas that I'm used to with the standard squat. I've got a lot to think about. I'm going to continue to incorporate these into my workouts, and I'll be back with more squats tomorrow.